All right, so let's go ahead and check out a screen protector for the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and a huge shout out to dBrand for sending this out to me. This is going to be the Prism 2.0 for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, I did check out the Prism 2.0 for the Google Pixel 9. Very solid, very clean, and I think it's at a very competitive price point, sitting at $34.95, but you get two in the pack. Now, I know a very close comparison is going to be something like a Flow Lab. It's going to be $40 with one in the pack. So just think about that comparison when it comes to it. Both of these, I'm sure, are going to be amazing screen protectors. It really comes down to personal preference, and what you're looking for when it comes to a screen protector. So let's go ahead and check it out. Of course, you're going to be started off with that clean black dBrand packaging when it comes to the 2.0. Flip it over on the bottom of it. As you can see, Prism 2.0 16 Pro Max right there. So let's go ahead and open it up. It says I can read instructions. For everybody that is able to read, it's basically letting you know what you gotta do down here when it comes to the instructions. And on the other side, it says I can't read instructions. So they're catering to the accessibility squad when it comes to trying to see if you can install this bad boy the right way. It's giving you a visual way, and you got a video way if that's what you want to do. And flipping it open, this is probably one of the best presentations that you're gonna get for an actual screen protector. Now, right here is going to say Prism 2.0 is designed to flawlessly install your screen protector. In order to do this, the installation tray must fit your device perfectly. All right, as a result, if you're using a full, so it's basically letting you know if you're using one of their skins, just read this little information card. It'll let you know what you need to do if you're using indeed one of their skins. Let's go ahead and take it out. Here is going to be one screen protector, as you can see right here. Pop that down to the side. You're going to get a nice little cleaning kit that's going to have all of your vittles in there, I'm sure. So we're going to set this to the side. And then we're going to pop the second screen protector out here. But since we're only using one, let's actually keep this in here. Let's actually put this back in here, right here. And let's close this up because we're only going to use one. So let's go ahead and see what's inside of the cleaning kit. You slide it open right here. They're going to give you a nice little dBrand squeegee, as you can see right there. They're going to give you a little dBrand rag. Let's go ahead and take it out real fast. If I can get it. All right. After getting it out, you get a nice little dBrand cloth, labeled on dBrand, and you're going to get a very nice. You're going to get two actually. Okay, one for the extra one that you have, and you're going to get 2 wet wipes. I'm sure both of these are indeed alcohol wipes. So we're just going to use one. Let's put that one back in here. Let's slide this right now just to move it out of the way, and let's just keep what we actually need to install this screen protector. Now, first things first, we're gonna go ahead and power your device. Turn your phone off. God knows, I don't know why I was stuttering right there when we talking about the screen protector. Let's go ahead and let's take this one off. Now, I am taking one of the new Flow Lab screen protectors out here to do the dBrand Prism 2.0. I love this screen protector, but there was a little fit issue when it comes to tighter style cases. So that's one thing that we are going to test when it comes to this Prism 2.0. I'm going to grab about 4 of the more popular cases out there, and we're going to make sure the fit is on point. So first things first, go ahead and turn your device off. Second thing up, let's go ahead and grab this alcohol wipe. Now, there's one thing that dBrand didn't include, and that is going to be stickers, because their installation method includes to where you don't necessarily have to have the screen completely completely clean to install it. So you just want to rub this on the screen protector for a little bit, get all the clean stuff off, get all the dirty things. This screen protector just came off, so I know my display shouldn't be that dirty. Go ahead and grab the dBrand cloth, and let's go ahead and wipe it off. Make sure you take a look at it. Make sure you don't have any unwanted dust up there, which it looks pretty clean in my opinion. Once again, just take a look at it. And dBrand is really touting this, hey, you don't have to have it completely clean, or it doesn't have to be completely dust-free to install it the right way. So first things first, you want to go ahead and make sure that this is going to be top. There's a little triangle up there, and you're going to see swipe. Just make sure all the words are going in the correct direction. And let's just go ahead and pop it on the actual display. Very similar to a lot of different other models out there. You simply want to just pull it and let that screen protector do its thing. Let's do a little swipe right here and let it fully adhere itself. And it looks like there is not that many bubbles to handle after this screen protector was installed. So you basically want to go ahead and pull it off. And then you see right here, we're dealing with minimal bubbles that we have to push off. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and grab. Let's swipe all the way down, go all the way around. Get that screen out there on the sides. Let's bring it down, around, around, and around. And that's it. This thing is, and that's it. that's going to be it, man. This screen protector is going to be cleanly installed, not a whole bunch of crazy bubbles that you have to deal with when we are talking about getting all the excess bubbles out. That looks really good. You got a little one right here, but I think once I just rub and squeegee it out, it goes right away. So flawless installation when it comes to this 2.0. So let's go ahead and power it on, and let's go ahead and check some things, make sure there is any light bleed or anything like that. Let me go ahead and grab about let me see, about one, two, three. Let me grab about 4 cases that are some popular cases that I feel like should work just fine when it comes to this screen protector. So let's go ahead and power it up, clean all your vittles up. Make sure you keep your squeegee and make sure you keep your cloth for the second screen protector that's going to be in that packaging. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Let me go ahead and do this. And let's take a look. Let's see if you can talk about any light bleed or anything like that when it comes to the edges. I'm not seeing anything really in particular that is sprouting up an issue. Nothing too terrible. Let's pull up the actual camera to make sure that the guidelines, and let me go ahead and cover it up real fast. Let me go ahead and grab me a little paper so I can cover up the guidelines to make sure that they are not cut off. So one thing I can see if a screen protector is pretty accurate is if see if the guidelines are cutting into any of the display. And I'm not seeing any of the issues of the display kind of cutting into it. So that seems very clean in my opinion. Now, do you get a rainbow edge on the edges a little bit? There is a slight rainbow on the edges. Now, in my opinion, it doesn't bother me too much. And the way to combat that is if you have the black borders that go around it. But then when you add a screen protector that's a little bit wider with those borders, sometimes you can have some compatibility when we talk about fit issues, just because it's just not enough space to get it completely to that edge without being an issue. But this isn't terrible like I have seen some other screen protectors out there. Now, when we're talking about fingerprints and different things like that, it's going to be your everyday programming when we're talking about fingerprints. It is what it is. You're going to get a few fingerprints on it. You're going to get a few smudges. That's what you can expect when it comes to screen protectors. Now, this is a very smooth on the edges, no rough edges. That's one thing that a lot of the cheaper screen protectors have when it comes to the edges is when you're swiping stuff, you can kind of feel those rough edges. There's something that I'm not feeling when it comes to this just Prism 2.0. The edges seem very smooth, very nice in my opinion. Now, once again, let's go ahead and try out some of the popular cases that's out there in the market, which I want to do some extremely tight fitting cases because those are always the telltale when it comes to screen protectors if they fit. This is going to be the Phone Rebel Gen 6 and it pops up here. It has enough space on the edges to be free, so you're not worried about any catching of the corner of the screen protectors or anything like that. So you don't have to necessarily worry about that. Prism, excuse me, not Prism, Ghost 2.0. I know we haven't talked about this case. We're going to talk about it because guess what? This is going to be on my case for a little while. Slapping the Ghost 2.0, you would expect that this is not going to be an issue because it's dBrand product on dBrand product. So you know you're good to go when it comes to that case. Let's slap that over here. Let's get the Kadabe Paragon, all right? One thing to make a note of, Kadabe Paragon. Let's slap it up here. And once again, another one of those tight cases. Fits just fine when it comes to this Paragon. So that fits good as well. And let's go ahead and slap on, I mean, do we even have to do it? The dBrand grip doesn't really matter. I just grabbed some of the cases that I've been rotating using. dBrand grip also works nice and clean. So this is going to be it, man. This is going to be the dBrand Prism 2.0. Of course, when it comes to scratches, as long as you're not taking a Benchmade knife and scratching it all on the blade side, it's going to handle scratches just like your normal screen protector. It'll go a while before you may see little faint scratches, but don't worry about it. Use your case like you have some sense, and you don't got to worry about being dings and dangs or scratches, fingerprints, smudges, all that are standard protocol. Like I said to you, man, $34.95 comes in a 2-pack. They do have it for, I think they have it for the Samsung devices, Pixel devices, iPhones. Go on the website, whatever they got it for, it will be linked down below. Seems like a clean option for someone out there who wants a little quality screen protector you may want to spend a little bit money for to handle a little of those small details that a lot of screen protectors don't handle. So that's just going to be it when it comes to this dBrand Prism 2.0. I will leave the links down below so you can go out there and pick yourself up one. But if you want to check out the recent Ghost that they came out with, excuse me, not the Ghost. The Ghost is on my mind because I've been using the dBrand Ghost. We're going to get into that this week. But if you want to check out the dBrand grip that they came out with that nice camera control button, I will be sure to pop that video right here.